This is Girard Sports Live. This is Girard Sports Live. This is Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Community National Bank and Trust, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, First National Bank, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Lehman Realty, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Outdoor, Producers Cooperative Association, and TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance. This is Girard Sports Live. This is Girard Sports Live. This is Girard Sports Live.
What a fitting way to start things here today on a gorgeous day here in central Kansas, the side of this Class 4A Division II state tournament as the Girard Lady Trojans look to take one more step towards defending their 4A Division II state championship here as they are in the semifinals to battle the Baldwin Bulldogs, a team that advanced yesterday with a win over Burlington. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Salina. BJ Harris with you alongside me, Dale Shireman and Cannon Elkins as we settle in for a hopefully a couple of really good ball games here in this particular field. If we're still here at this field, that means we're playing for a state championship here in a couple hours. The Lady Trojans get a win yesterday and advance, taking care of business 6-1 against a pretty scrappy Smoky Valley team yesterday. And Lady Trojans again 23-0 on the season, taking on Baldwin at 16-7. And Dale, we talked about it in the post game yesterday. The bottom line for the Lady Trojans, get that first win because hopefully that relieves a little bit of a pressure as they come here to this semifinal game.
Oh, no question about it. We've talked about pressure all year long. The pressure of being undefeated so far. The first game was huge for us to get on the board and get going. And now today we can just come out and play some ball.
The Lady Trojans, again, playing this Baldwin team. And every time you play, if you're the Trojan, you're the defending state champions, you've got the pressure on you, certainly coming in. We just talked about that one. It's a matter of whether Baldwin comes in thinking they're playing with house money or whether they are going to tighten up as well, not ever being in that situation. It's a pretty unique tournament. This 4A Division II has been so far. The Lady Trojans, the only top seed to win a game yesterday. It was the number 8 seed in Galena to win. It was the other side of that was Galena beat Holton. Galena beat Clay Center. Galena was the number 8 seed. Clay Center number 1 seed. Holton beat Kingman. Holton was the 5 seed, and then Baldwin, the number 6 seed, beat Burlington. And so the only team that's a top seed is the Lady Trojans. On the boys' side of things, oddly enough, only one top seed won there as well. The number 4 seeded Iola Mustangs won their game to advance to the semifinals. Southeast Kansas pretty well represented, though, here in the 4A Division II tournaments in softball and baseball, as the Galena Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs, across the way, hoping to advance. If that's an all-Southeast Kansas, all-CNC final, that should be a lot of fun if we can get there.
No question about that. Boy, how nice would it be to have a CNC state champion? Really, we're looking at both teams coming from the CNC. We've seen them twice before. Great games down there in Galena on a muddy field. I'm just looking forward to playing some
Baldwin, though, standing in the way of that anticipated championship ball game. They have a good squad, a lot of power at the front of the lineup, some speed as well. We'll talk more about them as we roll on through this Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And of course, Girard Sports Live is presented by Crockham, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit from Crockham, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas. Learn more. Go to ruralfiber.org. Talk more about Baldwin. Get your starting lineups. First pitch here from the 4A Division II state tournament. Lady Trojans and Lady Bulldogs next on Girard Sports Live and on radio on 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard schools. Go Trojans!
Crockham Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crockham. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Trojans take the field. They'll be up there first. Starting lineups brought to you by our friends at Ag Choice of Hepler, the best place to get started this planting season. Get everything you need for your farm or ranch. Give Ag Choice a call. Joe Murphy a call. 620-368-4347 for the Lady Trojans. Same lineup as yesterday. J.C. Murphy, the shortstop. She went 1 for 3 with a run scored. Sydney Crane, center fielder. She went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. 24, Shaylin Grossteffen, 1 for 4. Shelby Smith, she will play third. Shaylin will pitch. That's the only real change. And then it's Marcy Heatherly, Lainey Shireman, Alexis Jenkins, Michaela Osmus, Jalen Jenkins, and Malia Sandy. A little ahead of schedule, which always messes with my schedule, naturally. But first pitch brought to you by our friends at Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece. Sign up for classes. Larrett Ceramics, 620-724-8442. First pitch.
Right up the third base line. Shelby Smith waiting on it right there. Great catch. First out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And a ground out to start things off for the leadoff hitter, Kelly Wiggins. Going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Audrey Flowers, center fielder. She's got an arm cannon at center field from what we've heard, and she can flat hit the ball. Pretty good player in this center fielder. Lady Trojans feel like they match up across the board. Pretty similar talent here in Baldwin. And Baldwin, the team that qualified for state basketball, always very athletic. Here's one with foul territory our way. And 1-1 the count here to Flowers. I mentioned this yesterday. It's the same names oftentimes with these state tournaments. Ball low from Grossteffen. And the count's 2-1. This one fouled back out of play. Strike 2, 2-2 to count. Some of that's a commitment that schools make to their athletics and make to their girls' sports, and not just the school, but the community, to do all the youth stuff as well. And it pays off when you get to this level, for sure. Here's a 2-2. Hard hit down left field. Marcy Heatherly over to field down and try to limit her just to 1. She will. It's a good play. That's a big play, really, by Marcy. That's one she wasn't going to get to, but she was able to get over there and keep that in front of her anyway, Dale, to be able to make sure that didn't get past her, because if it does, it's definitely a double.
Definitely. If there was a line shot, nothing we could do about it.
Here's one popped up. That's going to find no man's land as well. That'll move the runner over to second. Runners at first and second now for the Lady Bulldogs here in this first. With 1 out as a single shallow left field for the number 3 hitter, Sienna Hall, brings up Amaya Latessa, third baseman. And this one down. It'll be a pass ball. Runners will move over. Certainly the first real pressure the Lady Trojans have faced so far in the season. It's coming early in this ball game as the runners move over on the pass ball. And that will make count 1-0 here to Latessa. Strike one, 1-1 now the count. We're going to miss outside ball 2-1. 2 on, 1 out. Top of the first inning.
Garrett said at home you have to turn your TV or computer max volume, you can barely hear you. But then the commercials come in and it's just, so just give you some feedback.
Crank it up then. People are fired up for early morning here. There's a state championship on the line today. Somewhere. 2-2 the count. And ball going to move the count full. 3-2 count. Hard hit. Back to the shortstop. Jason. I don't know where that's going to go, though. That could have been a double play. Got to be ready to go with that ball. The runners, neither one of them got too far off the bag, but a big grab on a line out there from Latessa. And that'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Betsy Parmley, the shortstop. Just say it. Yeah, so that's a Parmley. What is it?
103. I've got a text that they can't do all for 103.
Cut down. So we're working on that. So Parmley at the plate. That one back. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. Payne will come up throwing. No play. He's not going to do it. And Parmley will be over to second with a 2-run double.
So a 2 RBI double there is going to score 2, and a 2-run hit there by Betsy Parmley. We're going to bring up the number 6 hitter, Kayla Kurtz. Lady Trojans behind here in the state tournament. Game number 2, semifinal matchup against Baldwin. And Baldwin's had momentum from the word go. And so that one hit foul this way, and strike 1.
Girls just need to settle down. It's the first inning. We know we can score some runs too, so it's going to be one of those games where we're going to have to settle down and take a deep breath.
All right. Ball low, 1-1 to count. That one hit back at Murphy. Stay in front of it. No play. And not going to be able to get on that one. Not sure how you'd score that one. Probably E6. Hit right at her.
So put the runners on the corners for Baldwin. With 2 outs, though, Girard just needs to settle down and get their out and get out of here.
2 outs, 2 on, and 2 runs have scored here in the first. This one popped back out of play. Strike 1. This McKinley Markley, the right fielder. Down to first, little snap throw, and runner moves over to second. So runners at second and third for Markley, the right fielder. And a strike. 1-2 the count now for Markley. shoring up. Well, the Trojans give up 2, but get out of that inning. It was not the way you want to start, but still only to give away 2 runs. Lady Trojans trail by 2 as they come to bat for the first time today in the semifinal matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Baldwin Bulldogs. You're watching it on Girard Sports Live, listening on 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
This is Girard Sports Live.
So Lady Trojans trail now 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning to the Baldwin Bulldogs. They still strained at 2. Trojans able to get out of that jam a little bit. And JC take first pitch, ball 1-0. JC yesterday went 1 for 3 with the runs scored. Should have stolen bases as well. We're working. Our audio is working really good now as I listen to it on my phone. So hopefully we got that squared away, folks watching at home. Nothing's ever the same day 1 to day 2, and I think we've seen that on the field here, and we're certainly experiencing that with the broadcast. That's how you.
That's right, but we appreciate the patrons letting us know that we need to fix something. Appreciate that.
So Murphy now looking at a 3-0 count to start things here for the pitcher. She'll take a 4-pitch walk to start things. There was only 1 walk in the game yesterday between both teams. The pitcher is Shelby Jones. And go to Sydney Crane, the number 2 hitter. Sydney 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Jones pretty well sticks to pitching fastballs until she gets the 2 strikes. She has yet to throw a strike. In fact, 6 straight balls to start the game. Yeah, clearly there's a little nerves here in this ball game for both teams. Lady Trojans had a couple. I think Baldwin just hit the ball well, and we knew that coming in that kind of 2-3-4 we're going to be able to hit the ball pretty consistently. And take all the way there from Crane.
Yeah,
2-1 count.
When you've seen 6 straight balls, you're going to take till we get a strike here. Sydney Crane's ready, back in the box.
So the 2-1 to Crane. She laid down a bunt. See the speed over there. She will be fast enough. JC. And the ball goes through. JC should score here. The center fielder came in to cover that up. Sydney Crane might score as well on an error on a single. The Trojans are going to tie this one up with 2-all. As our 2 first batters will come across. And what was almost a base running error by J.C. Murphy turns into a score. And the Trojans will add 2.
And don't think nerves aren't part of this.
Oh, certainly. So, 2 batters up, and the Baldwin Bulldogs already meeting there to try to settle things down a little bit. Trojans clear the bases. So that would be a single with an error that she ended up scoring. So 2 RBIs already for Crane, who leads his team in RBIs. Here's a hard hit ball by Grossteffen all the way to deep right center field. She'll get to second, and Shea making really good contact. And the Trojans have shaken off whatever nerves they may have had in that first inning. Certainly exercise those first inning demons a little bit. Lady Trojans made some good contact yesterday. That wind was blowing in hard from the outfield. I think maybe a couple of those might have made it. That one darn close.
I think for sure yesterday we seen some great squared up balls that just didn't go anywhere with that wind. They got up there and just kind of floated. Looks like Ferguson checking in for Chase Grosseffen.
Shay the pitcher, so she'll get a courtesy runner. JoJo Ferguson had a run scored on a really good stolen base on a play yesterday. Got a big lead off. They threw behind her on a snap, and she was already on second basically by the time they got there. Here's one hit, coming left side. Good work there, partner. And Trojans.
I'm on my toes. Shelby's up.
Yeah, be ready.
Yeah.
Shelby Smith, third baseman, 3 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. She really made good contact. One runner on. That one low, ball one. JoJo coming, she's got to get down. She will make it in there on time. And she's stolen base from Ferguson. I'll tell you what, that 2-run inning by the Bulldogs to get things started may have awoken the sleeping dragon here. That went hard back. And Shelby will ground out to the third baseman. And one away.
Ferguson did the right thing. She's got to see the throw through before, by that time it was too late. Nice base running. Good coaching by Jim over here on.
The next one go. So JoJo on first with one out. Marcy Heatherly. Marcy's come on strong. 2 for 2 yesterday with 2 RBIs. She rolled those in there. Cross-Steffen had a couple of runs batted in yesterday as well. So if you're scouting the Trojans, which I'm sure Baldwin did yesterday before that ball game that they played, you're looking at right now 2, 3, 4, 5. You really got to respect, and then you get 6, 7, 8. They came on as well. There's one pop right field. Joe's going to tag. JoJo play it home, and she'll get tagged out. Big contact there and a double play. Probably should have sent her, but they do. So fly out, and then Ferguson tossed out, and that'll end the inning. At the end of one, Lady Trojans tie it back up, though, 2-2. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan Softball on Girard Sports Live, listening on 103.5.
This is Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
This is Girard Sports Live.
That's it. Back out here in the second inning. Lady Trojans tied up. First 2 batters score for the Trojans, and then Baldwin gets out of a jam with a double play to close things out. There's one popped up coming our way.
Yep.
Where are we at?
Oh, it's overhead.
Hey, we got a tent. Honey Wells taking care of us today. Appreciate that. Wells family putting a tent over our head. I managed to avoid that sunburn. I was expecting it yesterday, I'll be honest with you, but the cloud cover was most that game, and it was going to be a funny sunburn with headphones on and my lack of hair on top of my head. So strike one here to Baldwin's hitter, Olivia Wilcox, second baseman. On and 1 the count. Number 2 pitch was a ball. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Off-speed pitch there. Shea Grosteffen throw, mixing it up just a little bit, doing a great job.
Grosteffen on the season, 7-0. 1.97 ERA, 39 innings pitched. Not quite as efficient balls to strikes, but pretty darn close. She's still about 2-1. And again, a lot of those balls are playing balls. They're a ball outside, 2-2 the count. 33 strikeouts on the season as well. Embarrassment of riches in the pitching mound for the Trojans. Santa swing and just made enough contact to foul that one off. It'll remain now 2-2. Two count. That one popped up near side. That should be played over as Smith right into your kitchen. And one away here in the bottom of the top of the second inning. One out, nobody on. We're in Salina Class 4A Division II semifinal. Girard Lady Trojans, Baldwin Lady Bulldogs. B.J. Harris, Dale Shireman here for this one. One out here in the top of the first. Coming up is the number 9 hitter, Emma. You went and got that pronunciation. Huh? You guys, Grossumi, is that what you said? Pronunciation on that one? And so the count now 1-1 here to Grossumi.
She'll try to attempt a bunt there and miss. Be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Grosteffen.
Grossumi is her name. And it's working. People keep telling us it's not working.
I don't know.
Ring her up. Strikeout, second of the ball game for Grosteffen. So I go back to the top of the inning, or top of the batting order rather, for Kelly Wiggins. She grounded out, and left-handed hitting is going to try to slap it out there. Coach is making some adjustments on that. You can probably hear that in the background. There's one slap hit. They played it up. Heatherly makes the catch and a fly out. Good adjustment there coaching-wise. And it was maybe a little more hit than they thought. It was up in the air. She was trying to slap that one over this way, and they played up with Heatherly, and she was able to get that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Here, and there's a 3 out. Rather, that was in the second inning. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Lady Trojans tied up with the Baldwin Bulldogs, 2-2. You're watching on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods.
Sorry about that, G&W. We'll get that spot made up for you. A quick work here. We come back in here. Don't want to miss any of the action. First thing I heard as I got out of my car today, we almost missed it. We didn't miss it. We almost missed Michaela Osmus's awesome catch on foul territory yesterday. We got back just in time. Dale was doing his job. I was running late. They were pretty efficient here. Lady Shireman up to bat. First pitch ball, hard hit right field. Back it goes, and it's going to be caught. She caught it with her glove and then lost it and caught her right hand come up and made the catch. Did the right fielder. That's called being robbed. McKinley Markley made that catch. And Laney will fly out. That's a well-struck ball there. A little bit more of that one. It was gone. Had to bring up Alexis Jenkins. Designated player 0 for 3 yesterday. Alexis in her state tournament debut. And first pitch, strike, catches the bottom side of the strike zone. This one fouled back out of play. And Jenkins foul away, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And she holds back on a changeup, just gets it over the third baseman, and she'll reach on a hit there. It snuck up on her a little bit, and she held on to that changeup pitch just enough to get that bat stuck out there and make contact.
That's all you can do with that pitch. You're out on that front foot. You just got to throw your hands through it and get going on it.
So she'll reach base on a single, one runner on, one out here in the bottom of the second inning. For Michaela Osmus. Michaela 2 for 3, the run scored yesterday. And that amazing catch in right field and right foul territory, sliding catch she made. Good swing there by Matt, gonna miss. Foul tip and strike 2 to 0-2 the count. Osmus the 8, Jalen Jenkins the catcher in the number 9 hole, waiting on deck. Here's the 0-2. Low ball, 1-2 the count. And here's Osmus. She'll make contact. That one's going to be stay in field, shortstop over to make the play, and 2 away here in the second. That'll bring up Jalen Jenkins. Jalen 1 for 2. She came into this tournament batting .350 with 22 runs batted in. Here's the first one from Jenkins. A good hard. So that fastball's pretty good.
Yeah, she's got some speed to it, and girls just now getting through. Everyone's getting to see it, so.
Here's the 0-1. Stays back on that one. Ball 1-1 to count. 2-2 your score. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs. In this 4A Division II semifinal. Trojans tied up in the bottom of the first. Fouled away, out of play. Strike 2 on Jenkins. Trojans trailed by 2 going to the bottom of the first. J.C. Murphy reached on a walk and then a 2 RBI single that ended up being an error. And ball just missing there. It was a close one there. Trojans get maybe a gift. That'll move the count to even 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Jenkins able to stay off that one as well and move the call to full. It's a long at bat here for Jalen.
Her little sister will be moving on the pitch. Full count, 2 outs.
She'll make contact down the right field, and it'll go foul.
Good piece of batting there. Pitch was outside. She just went with it that way. That's all she can do with it.
Switch out the balls. That one hit the fence pretty hard.
I'm sure there might be a little bit of a little wet grass out there still, too.
Soggy. Good rains came in overnight, but they got this field up and going today. Here's a 3-2 again. Contact up shortstop. She'll go over to first and retire the side on the hard ground out. Trojans have all been through the batting order. They'll be back at the top of their order when they come back up in the third. After 2-2's your score. We head to the third. You're watching it on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids night, and Fridays boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chickenanny's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenannysgirard.com or call 620-724-4090. Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-Power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
This is Girard Sports Live.
Here we go to the third inning. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs all tied up at 2 apiece. For the number 2 hitter, Audrey Flowers, the center fielder. She reached on a single on a hard hit ball to left field. And a strike from Grosteffen to start off this inning. Softball is so strange. We did those couple baseball games. We mentioned this before that it just seems to go by so fast. And that's why momentum is so important. There's a strike. 0-2 the count now for Flowers. Momentum is important because all of a sudden you look up and it's the 6th inning and it's a tie ball game and you got to be ready to go. Here's the 0-2 on the outside edge. Not going to get her to chase that one 1-2.
Yeah, the speed of the game is just unreal in softball.
Here's the 1-2. Hit it. Hit by pitch from Grosteffen. And that'll put Flowers on the base pass. Bulldogs similar to Lady Trojans in that they have some speed as well, as along with that athleticism. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Sienna Hall, the left fielder. And she reached on a second to a little blooper into left field in her first at-bat. This one back to Grosteffen. Play over at first. That'll move the runner over. Just as good as a sacrifice there to get a runner in scoring position, so a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Amaya Latessa, the third baseman. She flew out to a shortstop. A little line out right to J.C. Murphy. And a strike on the first pitch there to Latessa, 0-1. Yesterday, a double, a triple, and a strikeout. 2 strikeouts for Latessa. Look back, the runner over to second. And she'll get back and safe, and so she'll reach on a fielder's choice there. Or not a fielder's choice, she'll reach on a single there. Hit to Smith. Smith need to go over to second faster and make her make that decision. Rely on your help coming behind you. So now 2 runners on with 1 out. And that'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Betsy Parmley. Parmley, she's got those 2 RBIs. She had a double that drove in 2 runs, and so Trojans in a jam here again. Here's a first pitch strike to Parmley. Rare miscue there from the Lady Trojans on that particular play. Here's the 0-1 to Parmley. Shot, shortstop, swing over, third, get the force there.
Oh, no.
They say she pulled her foot off the bag. Trojan faithful at home can tell you whether she did or not. A little communication there. Official going to come in and talk to the umpire. Jim went out and talked to the official on this third base line. Work with 3-man crew in these state tournament games. They're going to say she got her. Hey, that's kudos to them to work that through and get it right. Now Baldwin's coach going to state his case. That's a big out because it gets that lead runner. It makes it 2 outs now for Parmley. Or that was Parmley that reached there on a fielder's choice. It ends up being scored because they got the force out at third. Brings up Kayla Kurtz, the designated player. Big call.
Huge.
And And first pitch, ball 1-0. 2 on, 2 out. Runners at first and second here in the top of the third inning. There's the 0-1, or 1-0 rather, and make it 2-0 missed. Kurtz, the batter. This one right back at Grossteffen, over to first for an easy out. And the Trojans get out of that jam with no runs scored. Head to the bottom of the third, Lady Trojans up to bat. It'll be back to the top of the order for Murphy, Crane, and Grossteffen. You're watching on Girard Sports Live, listening on 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday night's kids' night, and Friday's boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com. or call 620-724.
First National Bank of Girard is proud to be the oldest bank in Crawford County, serving the area since 1878. With 139 years of experience, it's no surprise First National Bank of Girard has such a great reputation for quality customer service. First National Bank of Girard is committed to providing the best quality products and services, including online banking and bill pay, loans, CDs, and more. Use the convenient drive-up window or come on in and see all of the friendly faces at First National Bank of Girard, a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics.
Man, JC, a hard hit ball to shortstop. She reached, but they're going to call her out. That was a missed effort there as well. There's been some close calls so far here in this semifinal ball game, and the last one they discussed and got right, certainly in favor of the Lady Trojans. This one I think still missed, but close call. 1 out. JC Murphy ground out, and it'll bring up Sydney Crane. Sydney has 2 RBIs in this game. Lead 2 RBIs. And take first pitch, strike 0-1. Foul tips. High pitch, she went in and took a crack at it, fouled that one back. Strike 2, 0-2. Close ball games, runners are important, and to get that first one on would have been huge. It was a close play, bam, bam, but here's the 0-2. Crane will stay back on that one, drive it to right field. High ball, right fielder's under it, and 2 away. 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third inning. Lady Trojans and the Bulldogs of Baldwin all tied up at 2 apiece. That'll bring up Grossteffen. A double in her first at-bat. She drove in 2 yesterday. And she'll take first pitch, ball 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Hard hit. Grossteffen, in comes the center fielder. And she'll make that play. 3 up, 3 down. Lady Trojans don't get anybody on. And we are 3 in the books. We head to the 4th. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs all tied up at 2. You're watching on Girard Sports Live and 103.5.
This is Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their ePower checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Here we go. Top of the fourth inning. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs, all tied up at 2 apiece. For Baldwin will be McKinley Markley. Markley, the right fielder, struck out in her first at-bat to end the first inning. Fourth inning, no score over at the other side of this bracket. Galena taking on Holton, number 5 seed, number 8 seed. Mentioned in our open, Lady Trojans the only higher seed to win yesterday. Markley shows bunt, strike 2. Strike 1 rather. 2-1 the count. There's a hard hit ball over to second. Leah Sandy over to first, and 1 away.
Trojans are playing some good defense, especially infield. Outfield's made the plays when they needed to, but the hits they've got have just been little dinkers, little shots we can't do anything about.
Talking to Jeff Leslie before the game, assistant coach for Lady Trojans, he said, if we played good defense on the infield, we should be in a good position in this ball game, and they are here. It's a tight one. This one popped up. Smith over to make the catch, and 2 away. On the number 8 hitter, Olivia Wilcox. She'll fly out for the second time today. And that'll bring up Emma Grosamy. The catcher struck out in her first at-bat. 2 down, nobody on here in the top of the fourth inning. First one to Grosamy. Grosamy, ball 1-0. Aside for a couple of hits, Shaylin's been able to get it, keep things on the ground in front of him. Here's one hard hit, though, center field. In comes Crane, and she'll reach on a deep single. And 1 on with 2 out here for the Lady Bulldogs. Back to the top of the order for Kelly Wiggins, the first baseman. She ground out, fly out. That's really the difference, I think, when you get into these final 4 teams is it's going to go top to bottom. All 9 hitters are going to be able to get on base. I think yesterday they tried to move the runner over, and that'll roll foul on the bunt attempt. I think yesterday you started to get into 8-9 there for the team we played,
Smoky
Valley, and those were not guaranteed outs, but they weren't guaranteed hits either by any means for Smoky Valley, and so everybody can play now. And 0-1 count. Take ball 1-1 to count here. 2-2 your score. Top of the fourth inning. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs of Baldwin. 4A Division II state tournament here from Salina's Bill Burke Sports Complex. They're lay down that bunt. That one will spin foul as well. And a couple of bunt fouls moves the count to 1-2.
She'll be looking to slap hit here. She'll try to lay it down the third base line or in between there.
Left-handed slap hitter. Trying to push the ball over here. The 1-2 pitch. And she take a run at it. Jalen thought about snapping that down there. Some speed out there with the runner that's on in Grosamy. And now the count's 2-2. Try that slap hit. Slow roller here down this third base line, and it'll remain 2-2. Here's the 2-2 again. This will be a little slow roller. Cross stepping up over to first, make the play. Good stretch there by Laney, getting out there just enough to give her a little extra to get that ball faster, and a big time ground out there to end the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Lady Trojans, it will be the 4-5-6 Smith Heatherly Sharman will return on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.
Norris Outdoor has a huge selection of quality billboards spread throughout southeast Kansas, giving you the ability to put your business in front of thousands of customers daily. But did you know? Norris Outdoor can also be where you get your next digital sign for your business, school, church, or sports venue. Norris Outdoor Signs is now a distributor of Sky Slate digital signs, giving you direct from the manufacturer pricing and giving your business a brand new look with high-resolution digital signage. To learn more, call Jared Norris at 620-249-7462. Norris Outdoor is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Shelby Smith going to lead things off. On your feet, on your toes there, Dale.
I'm ready.
Shelby, ground out. She'll pop one here, shallow left field. In comes the left fielder, and one away just like that. One of the things that has been a kind of a staple for Lady Trojans has been patience at the plate, and we have not seen that here in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're jumping out on that first pitch, and we're out on that front foot. Need to set back and maybe watch one or two pitches and drive a ball somewhere.
Well, we've seen the pitcher, Jones, can miss her spots from time to time. And just on clockwork, ball one, 1-0. Brings up Marcy Heatherly. Marcy a fly out. Looking at the score, fly out, ground out, fly out, ground out, fly out, ground out. Lady Trojans are making contact. They're just not getting on pace with those. And eventually, hopefully, we've seen that from time to time. It finally starts to come around for them a little bit. 2-0 count here to Marcy Heatherly. The number 5 hitter, left fielder. 2-0. Hard hit ball, that'll get her on into right field. And one on with one out. Here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Brings up Laney Shireman. Laney, probably most hardest hit ball today. Right field fly out. Nearly to the fence.
Snap her hips a little bit more and that ball's gone, but good swing.
Here's first pitch to Laney. Throws her bat out there at a ball, trying to bunt it and try to get heavily moved over. Strike one, 0-1 to count. She'll step in. Here's the 0-1. High. Ball one, 1-1 to count. I think they've abandoned the bunt option. I'd say the way she made contact the first time, let her swing away. She even hits it to where she did last time. It might move the runner over. Here's the 1-1. That one hard hit. Drive back to center fielder. And they won't get to move the runners over. The center fielder, if they did their prep work, and they did, she's got a arm cannon. And so a long fly out once again from Sherman, making good contact, just hasn't got on base yet. And 2 out, 1 on here for the Lady Trojans for Alexis Jenkins. She reached on a single. And first pitch ball, move heavily over into scoring position. She'll be at second. On the wild pitch, moves her over. Two to 2 your score for Jenkins. She'll sit on that one, take ball. Ball 2-2-0. Two-0 count for Jenkins. She was taken all the way there. Takes strike one. So 2-1 to count. Here's the 2-1. She'll hold on that one. Ball 3-1 to count here to Jenkins. Alexis has shown patience when she's gone to the plate. And it's been beneficial. She's got a hit. Taken there. Takes ball, or strike 2, 3-2. Well, she got to go to work here. Heatherly will be running. On the release from the pitcher. Here's a 3-2. She'll hit it into right field. In comes the right fielder and makes the catch. And that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 5th inning, still tied at 2 apiece. You're watching on Girard Sports Live and listening on 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
For all your insurance and financial service needs, call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Here we go, top of the 5th inning, the Girard Lady Trojans, Baldwin Lady Bulldogs, Class 4A Division 2 semifinal matchup. 2-2 as we go into the top of the 5th inning. Final year for Class 4A Division 2 for the time being. So the winner of this tournament will forever be the winner. Always, never have to defend it again. Hard hit ball, drives back Heatherly. That is gone. Flowers has that power. She's reached both times. And a home run by Flowers will break up this tie ball game. It was a hard hit ball, first pitch, took a crack at it and made contact. You just click off of it. So a meeting at the circle between the Lady Trojans. They fall behind here again. They trailed 2-0 in the top of the 1st inning, and then got the lead tied it back up at 2-2 in the bottom of the 1st inning, and now they trail 3-2 in the top of the 5th on a leadoff home run by Audrey Flowers. When I got up here and started talking to guys about this team, Flowers was the one they talked about. They said she can flatten ball and she can hit it, and she showed it right there.
No question about it. She made a nice swing on a fastball, and it might have caught a little bit too much of the plate, but you know what? We have the same people that can do that too.
There's the 1-0. That one popped up right at Heatherly again. This one should be catchable. She will make the play and one away. One out, nobody on. For Amaya Latessa, the 3rd baseman, she had a line drive fly out and reached on a single in the third rather. Change up, start that at bat for Grosteffen, going to miss 1-0. That one hard hit into right center field. That'll squeeze through. Fielded by Osmus, and a really good defensive play there. It's subtle, but for her to be able to get over and backhand that thing and keep it from going to the fence, keeps that runner at first instead of second. The speed in the outfield of Lady Trojans can make a double, a single, and that can be pretty important, certainly in a one-run game. And Atessa reaches on her 2nd single of the ballgame, brings up Betsy Parmley, the shortstop. Betsy is aware of where the weight room is in Baldwin High School.
Well put together young lady.
She is ready to play athletics. I'm not sure what it is. And you don't want to let her have one hung out there, because she probably puts that thing in the outfield as well. 2-0 count here to Parmley, and Coach sees enough. He wants to talk about this one. make his trip out there. And so 2-0 the count here. 1-0. Galena would be the guest over there. So Galena leads 1-0 in the fourth inning in their semifinal quest. A chance to try to make it to the state tournament. This is the deepest Galena's ever been. Galena, for a long, long time in girls athletics, was not very good. And they beat Girard by anybody could figure out the first time ever in basketball this year. And that was a pretty good Girard team that won the CNC, and Galena did too. They were tied for that one, but it was a pretty good Galena team. They've got a good group of girls over there, and they're trying to punch their ticket to the championship. Lady Trojans are too. We'd love to have an all-CNC final here, and there's a strike to Parmley. 2-1. Trojans right now find themselves down by 1 run here in the top of the fifth inning. There's low ball, 3-1 the count now to Parmley. I think this is the hardest I've seen any Trojan pitchers get hit this year by these Baldwin batters. There's a hard hit ball on cue. That thing was laced up the shortstop, and she'll reach on a single. Will Parmley. And that'll bring up Kayla Kurtz. She had a single, reached on an error in the first inning, then ground out in the third. And so now 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Here's one hit to Heatherly. She's got to get back. She'll make that play. The runners will tag. They will not move over. It's a big-time play there by Marcy Heatherly. That would have scored at least 1, maybe 2, had it reached past her on the fly out by Kurtz. And that'll bring up McKinley Markley. Markley a strikeout and a ground out. Baldwin's already put 1 on the board here in the top of the fifth inning on a leadoff home run by Audrey Flowers. And now they've got runners at first and second with 2 out. And a strike to Markley. And another strike, 0-2 the count to Markley. I mentioned that backhand. Mentioned that backhanded play. You're right. You're fine. Just zoom out. There you go.
We're not charging.
May not be plugged in. There's a hit over to first, and that'll end the top of the fifth inning. Lady Trojans give up 1 run. And now trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the fifth on Girard Sports Live at 103.5.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the
This is Girard Sports Live.
Michaela Osmus going to lead things off here for the Lady Trojans. Fly out to the shortstop. In that second inning. Her first at bat. That's just her second time to the plate. Hard hit ball. She'll be on with 1 runner on with nobody out. Good hit. I tell you what, how about for a freshman? She was 2 for 3 yesterday with a run scored. 3 for 5 in your state tournament debut for Kayla Osmus. And that'll bring up Jalen Jenkins with 1 runner on and nobody out here. Trojans trying to get 1 run back. And Jalen goes to try to put down that bunt. Trojans have been in bunting positions deeper in your batting order where you're not typically bunters.
Exactly, you know, and that's just playing some small ball, trying to get that one run back.
Jalen trying to lay down another one, strike two. Foul tipped it.
Did not foul it off.
They said it went off the glove of the catcher. Sounded like foul tip. Catcher just missed it, so now they don't. Now she can swing away. Here with two strikes, she will try to keep this bat alive. Move the runner over, so Osmus is now on second with that pass ball. And so runner in scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of this fifth inning, and Jenkins will step out, reset here with an 0-2 count. And she'll sit on that one. Good eye there from Jalen Jenkins, ball one. Jones didn't like it, the pitcher for Baldwin, naturally. Her opinion may be a little skewed. And ball two, 2-2. Jalen, at her last at-bat, ended up grounding out, but she took that thing about 8 pitches deep, maybe 8 or 9 pitches deep. It worked at full, and she fouled a few off as well. Here's the 2-2. She chased that one up, just gets enough contact. Not a great pitch to swing at, but able to make enough contact to
stay alive.
Stay alive.
That's all you got to do is stay alive.
So the count remains 2-2. And ball three.
Way to stay off that changeup.
Yeah, it didn't reach the plate, I don't know, but it got real close, but it was coming in like it was going to be a good pitch. So Jenkins moved the count to 4 after starting behind 0-2. Here's the 3-2. And that'll drive it in to right field. Osmus started to come, and coach held her off. A long fly out, good at bat, but just not going to get paid off for Jalen Jenkins.
I think that was a great decision. Great arm out there in right field. We've seen her throw out one already at home.
Yep. So now J.C. Murphy with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Lady Trojans trail by 1, 3-2 here to Baldwin in this 4A Division II semifinal. J.C. looking to slap. Here comes Osmus, and she's now moved from first to third on 2 pass balls. The catcher, Emma Grossamy, is struggling a little bit back there. And that, tell you what, that's something that I don't want to say that might jinx the Trojans, but we take for granted. But that doesn't happen to Jalen Jenkins a whole lot.
Not a whole lot at all. She does a good job back there.
Casey trying to reach on that slap hit again, and we saw this yesterday. The slap hitters, you don't see it that often. Now they have one on their team, but it's hard to pitch to them. And JC reached on a walk yesterday at one point. She's got a 2-0 pitch now here. And that'll go through. That'll score. That'll tie this up, and she'll reach first. What a big hit by the senior, J.C. Murphy, to tie this ball game up at 3 apiece. Tie the ball game up at 3 apiece. What a big one for J.C.
Great speed down the line, too.
Osmus reached on her single. She scored the run. And I bring up Sydney Crane, center fielder, has 2 RBIs in this game. It's kind of funny the way things worked out, but it was on an error. It was a single, and then tried to throw over and airmailed one. Went all the way almost to the fence in center field, and so she ended up scoring on that single. And it drove in the leadoff walk by J.C. Murphy. And there's a strike. The strike zone seems to be a little low, and some of the girls don't really care for that. So 1-2 count now for Sydney Crane. She flew out in her last at-bat. Their changeup hangs up there in the infield. Short stop over to make the play, Parmley. And 2 outs. Not the pitch. She had a chance to do that again. She wouldn't swing at that ball.
A little bit high and outside, but
Shaylin Grossteff in her first at-bat, a near home run that got deep out there. Ended up being a double. This one laced up to shortstop. JC will go to second and hold. And you're seeing the respect the Lady Trojans have. A lot of teams, they would run on that perhaps. It was coming towards the plate, so probably not, but they know that Flowers has that arm out there. JoJo will come on to run for Shaylin, who's reached for the second time today. And so this game all tied up at 3 apiece. 3-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. With 2 outs and 2 on for Shelby Smith. Look alive.
Yep.
Shelby in this ball game and ground out and a fly out. She scored a run on a 3-for-4 day yesterday. And out a ground out, third base line, strike 1. Runners are going on contact. Rain came in, warmed things up. It's going to be in the mid-90s here in Salina today. That 2 o'clock game will be a lot of fun for y'all. High. Ooh. JoJo getting way off first base. Ball high, 1-1 the count now for Shelby. Smith pitched to Jim yesterday, just 1 run. That one hard hit good night. It'll be foul. It would have been gone. Had it been a little bit straighter, it would have been a 2-run shot. A long foul moves the count to 1-2. One-two count, 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one going to be in kind of no man's land. Shortstop goes back. Parmley makes that play and retires the side. And that'll end the inning. We head to the top of the 6th, all knotted up. The Trojans get 1 more back. It's 3-3. You're watching on Girard Sports Live, listening on 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crawcan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Here we go, top of the 6th inning, the Girard Lady Trojans, Baldwin Lady Bulldogs, Class 4A Division II, state semifinal. BJ Harris with you. Alongside me, Dale Shireman, Cannon Elkins, as we're hoping to stay at this field. Winner does. Winner stays here and moves on to a state championship ball game. 6th inning over in the other field. Galena leads at 1-0 in that ball game with 1 out. This one hit right at Heatherly. Over to her. And the out's recorded. And 1 away. Brings up number 4, Olivia Wilcox, the second baseman, 2 flyouts in this ballgame. Oops, excuse me, I'm off one. Brings up the catcher, Emma Grosami, the catcher. She strike out in a single. Stefan continues to work here in this 6th. And that one going to miss outside, ball 1. You could stroll up here, you could be dropped on this planet and not know anything about anything and understand that this is a big situation that you're walking into here at a state tournament. You would walk up here and you'd go, huh, this feels different. This feels like there's something on the line here today. And right now, Lady Trojans work 2-0 here for Grosami. And there's a strike, 2-1.
She's catching that outside corner exactly where she wants it. She tries to move it in and out.
So now the 2-1. That one hit right back at Grossteffen, makes the play over to first. And 2 away. We'll go back to the top of the order for Kelly Wiggins. The first baseman, ground out, fly out, ground out, in her 3 at-bats. Top of the 6th inning, 3-3 your score. Lady Trojans, Lady Bulldogs, all tied up here in this one. Here's a little slap hit into left field. Headley will come up, and it'll be a single for Wiggins. Her first hit of the day. 1 for 4. And to bring up Audrey Flowers. Flowers has had a pretty good day so far. Center fielder, a single, hit by pitch, and then a leadoff home run in that last inning, the 5th, to give them the lead briefly. So Trojans want to be careful not to pitch to her. As she can lace one hard hit ball over left center field to lead off that last one and put the Trojans at that point, Baldwin rather at that point up 3-2.
You know, a walk does not hurt us there.
Yeah, a home run does. Wind picked up a little bit, starting to push across us, blowing out of the southeast. And she'll miss just the edge on that one. 3-0 the count now to Flowers. One on, 2 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Flowers at the plate. And she walked her first walk of the ball game for Grosteffen. So now runners at first and second. And Coach Vinzi will go back to the circle just to discuss things, figure out what the plan is. Don't expect a pitching change, but in case we do, they've been our pitching change sponsor all year long. That's called Service. Buddy's there. Probably not changing tires today. I bet they're watching right now. If you're needing to change your tires or even your oil, give those guys a call at Call Service, 620-724-4121. Calls carries a full line of tires, including farm and industrial tires. Learn more online at callservicellc.com. So no change of the pitcher, but thanks to those guys for sponsoring us all year long. Shea will stay in there with 2 out and 2 on. There's one hard hit, center field. Back goes Crane, gone. That's big. A 3-run home run by Sienna Hall, the left fielder. And that's a tough break for Lady Trojans after the meeting. Left one hanging out there, and she drove it hard to right center field. Really right, dead center, 215. That was probably every bit of that. Probably about 230. Well, we're going to test the metal here. Now in this ball game, now all of a sudden Lady Trojans find themselves down 3 runs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Amaya Latessa. She fly out in 2 singles in 3 at-bats here today. Nobody on now with 2 outs. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. 2 out, 3-run homer in the top of the 6th inning against the defending 4A Division II champions. One which she won't long forget. Here's one, ground over. J.C. Murphy, shortstop, over to first, and well fielded by Lainey Shireman. And that will retire the side, but the damage has been done. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Trojans trail by 3 on Girard Sports Live at 103.5.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Just getting back, and the leadoff hitter here in this 6th inning, Marcy Heatherly, ground out to second. And one away already here in this 6th inning. Lady Trojans trail by 3, 6-3. With Lainey Shireman coming to the plate. Lainey's made good contact today, but 2 flyouts. And ball high from Jones, ball 1. A 3-run home run with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning by Sienna Hall. Well, Lainey Shireman. This will test the mental toughness of Lady Trojans, no doubt about it. This is the biggest game they've been in all season long, with the most pressure on them all season long, certainly. And trying to defend that state title. 2-0 pitch to Shireman. She was taken on that 2-0. And it'll be 2-1. Shelby Smith behind us warming up. In a makeshift bullpen. The pitcher for the Lady Trojans. Here's the 2-1. Shireman going to bloop one into right field, and she'll get on here with 1 out.
Trojans have hit the ball well up and down the lineup. Doesn't matter what part of it we're in. We just need to get back on that track and make some things happen.
And bring up Alexis Jenkins, single and a fly out. And strike 1. Trojans are taken on that first pitch. Jones has had trouble at times with her control, just hitting her spots, but that fastball is pretty consistent from her. So an 0-1 count to Jenkins, and second pitch ball, 1-1. One count here to Alexis Jenkins. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trojans trail by 3. And that one will miss, ball 2, 2-1. 3-6, 4A Division II semifinal. Looks like it's in the 7th inning over next door, and Galena holding on to a 1-run lead. Galena trying to be an 8 seed and make it to a championship game. Here's Jenkins. She'll pop one up on the infield. Parmley's underneath it. She'll squeeze it, and 2 away. Pressure mounts. Back-to-back freshmen in your lineup with a 3-run deficit. That'll bring up Kayla Osmith with one runner on. She'll hit one down right at us, third base side, and strike 1. Osmith a fly out to the shortstop, a single and then she's been across the plate as well in this ball game. One of the runs that's come across in that last inning. Ball 1-1-1. This one popped up, out of play, I think. Yep. It'll hit the guest dugout. And 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For Osmus, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 out and 1 runner on. Shireman sitting over on first. She reached a moment ago. This one coming right at us. And she'll stay alive here with a 1-2 count. Still 1-2. And that changeup, it hasn't been real effective, but it looks good. I mean, she flat pulls the string on it, but the catcher, Grosamy, has had some trouble holding on to that changeup, and it's allowed runners to advance here. So Shireman does. She moves over to second. It's now runner at second with 2 out. And Osmus, and that one will just go foul. Just into foul territory. And it'll stay 2-2. Two count for Osmus. Long at bat for her. She'll pop this one up. In comes the left fielder, and she'll make the play. And now to retire the side. Lady Trojans will take a 3-run deficit into the 7th inning. It'll be Baldwin trying to get some insurance runs when we return on Girard Sports Live at 103.5 FM.
This is Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is a first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
No, we end up did have that pitching change brought to you by Call Service, as Shelby Smith will come into the ball game to pitch for the Lady Trojans. Shelby yesterday 1 run allowed on 6 hits, 8 strikeouts on 67 pitches, no walks in her outing yesterday against Smoky Valley, and so she'll come into the ball game. This will certainly be a different look for the Bulldogs, but right now Baldwin with a 6-3 lead here over the Girard Lady Trojans as we enter the top of the 7th inning in this 4A Division II semifinal. Leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs is Parmley. She's got a 2-run double, a fielder's choice, and a single, so she is 2 for 3 with that fielder's choice, and ball strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to her. She'll step in again here to Smith. Here's the 1-1. That one, slow roller back to Smith, over to first, and 1 away. One out, nobody on here for Kayla Kurtz. Kurtz reached on an error in the first inning. She's had a ground out and a fly out, the designated player for them. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0. Galena advancing with a 1-0 win over Holton. Lady Trojans in a jam here. That one fouled away there by Kurtz. So Galena waiting the winner of this one. That's one, slow roller back at Grosteffen. Over to first. She kind of mishandled it, but able to get a hold of it finally and get it over to first. And 2 away. As the drama continues to mount here in this one. Ladies Trojans come back to the plate. It'll be back to the top of the order. It'll be on the shoulders of 5 seniors to get things started. J.C. Murphy, Sydney Crane, and Shannon Grosteffen at the plate. 1, 2, 3. 2 outs here with nobody on for McKinley Markley. Strikeout, ground out. In her at bats. First pitch ball, or strike rather. Strike 1, 0-1 to count. And that one down the middle, 0-2. Count here with 2 outs. That one right at Lady Sherman, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Trojans. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Trojans trail by 3. Can they do it and remain in this winner's bracket? We will find out next on Girard Sports Live at 103.5.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
This is Girard Sports Live.
Here we go, some of the biggest pressure this Girard Lady Trojan softball team has ever faced. Bottom of the 7th inning, semifinal game. Conference opponent that they swept awaits them if they can get in this one. And I was off by one. I thought it was lead off. You're right, Jenkins is going to lead off things here. I thought it was back to the top of the order. Jalen, another senior, will step in 1 for 2 yesterday. Ground out, fly out here today. Trying to get them started. And strike 1, 1-1 the count for Jenkins. Trojans, we were trying to figure out, I think, have trailed twice this season. And there's strike 2 to Jenkins. To their credit, one of the teams they trailed to is going to play for a state championship here in a little bit. I don't think that's any consolation for them right now. And she'll sit back on that one. Boy, she knew she wanted that one bad. When that ball's high level, it's hard to stay off of it.
Yeah.
And 2-2 count now for Jalen Jenkins. Trojans need runners, down by 3. And she'll take ball 3, 3-2. She's worked count 4 every at bat.
She does a great job sitting there watching some pitches. Very disciplined at the plate. We just need to put one in play right here.
Full count pitch for Jenkins. And she'll hit one. Over to second, slow roller, over to first, and 1 away. And we will go back to the top of the order. J.C. Murphy, a walk, ground out, and an RBI single. In her 3 at-bats today. 1 for 3 yesterday with a run scored. Trojans need base runners. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, down by 3. And a strike. A 1 count here for J.C. Murphy. That one over here, shortstop, not going to get it. She'll get on. Trojans will get 1 on with 1 out. Here in this bottom of the 7th. That'll bring on Sydney Crane. Sydney, an RBI single in the first, 2 RBI single in the first inning. She scored on that, on an error that ended up being an in-the-park home run. And first pitch strike, that low pitch. She's flown out twice now. So 1 for 3. And an 0-1 count. She'll hit one back, same spot over the shortstop. Over to first, she got there. Go, yep. Close call. Speed. Thankful for speed.
Yep.
Thankful they didn't try to roll 2 there either for some reason. I think they knew the speed. So Sydney will reach on a single. Tying run at the plate, Shaylin Grossteffen. Trojans in a jam here in this 7th, but have 2 runners on with 1 out for Grossteffen, who had a deep double in the first inning, her first at-bat, which was heading there.
Yep.
And just fell a little bit short. Baldwin calls a timeout. Some pretty good high school athletics here today between 2 of the real good girls sports schools in eastern Kansas. Grossteffen coming to the plate. Again, she had a double to get things started, fly out and a single, so she's 2 for 3 today. And she'll take ball 1. One 0 count for Grossteffen. She'll take ball 2, 2-0. They're not going to pitch to her. If they've done their prep work, they know she's got the power to really drive the ball. 2-0 count now for Grosteffen. Ball high, missing badly. And it's not like you can purposely pitch around her because the person coming to the plate next is pretty darn good at it too. Show bunt, just try to get her to throw that 4th pitch strike. And she will get that strike. 3-1 count. Trojans trail by 3, but they got 2 on with 1 out. It's at 3-1. Hit. That'll score 1, maybe 2. It's going to get to the fence. Here comes Crane. She will score. Grosteffen slides into second. It's a double with 1 out to get the Trojans to within 1. A 1-out double by Shaylin Grosteffen. Scores 2. The Trojans have the winning run at the plate. And the tying run at second with 1 out. They will pinch run Lakin Cherry. They can't do a courtesy runner, right, Dale, because she's not a pitcher or catcher.
Right.
So this will be a straight switch.
But you can free re-enter. Okay. So you can take her out, she'll run, but they can re-enter.
Right. So Lakin Cherry will go out there to run for Grosteffen. And they bring on Shelby Smith. Shelby represents the winning run. The tying run is at second. 6-5. Bottom of the 7th inning for Shelby Smith. She'll hit one hard to center. Flip the throw over to third. And the tying run sits at third now. Shelby a long fly out on a sack. That'll bring up Marcy Heatherly. Marcy on the season, coming into this ball game, this tournament rather. Has had herself a good year. .530 hitter, 26 runs, 24 RBIs. How about this moment for this girl? 6-5, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Anything through would tie this ball game up and give us extra innings, at least. First pitch strike, 0-1.
It's a good one.
There's the 0-1 of Heatherly. Down to first base. Tag. Game over. That is a rough way to end it. Lady Trojans fall in this semifinal matchup 6-5 for their first loss of the season, and I believe the first in 37 games. It's rough. 36-game winning streak going to end. And the Lady Trojans, tough part's going to be re-racking it and getting ready to go again in a third-place ball game. But tough part probably right now, things probably won't get much worse than they are right now here. But the Lady Trojans, what a run. Get it for 1 game short of playing to defend their 4A Division II state title. A really good Baldwin team coming in here and doing what they needed to do. It was a 3-run home run with 2 outs by Sienna Hall in the 6th inning that sealed the deal for the Bulldogs. And so Baldwin will take on Galena. The Trojans will re-rack it and play in a third-place game against Holton here in just a little bit. We'll step away, take a quick break. We'll come back and start to recap this ball game and maybe highlight that game coming up later on this afternoon. You'll be able to watch that on Girard Sports Live, listen on 103.5 as well, but not the game we were expecting to have, certainly. But a upset win here by Baldwin. The number 6 seed at 17-7 on the year upsets the number 2 seed, Girard Lady Trojans, 6-5 in 7. We'll talk about it next on the Community National, the Evans Motors postgame show. Evans Motors since 1935. They've been serving the area. Stop by the lot south of Pittsburgh. See Nate Reddy for a test drive. Let them find the vehicle that's right for you. Or check out their online showroom at evansmotors.net. Trojans lose here in this semifinal game, 6-5. We'll talk about it next on the Evans Motors postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between. Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans! Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-Power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
This is Girard Sports Live.
Back out here, Bill Burke Sports Complex. The field crew goes to work on a soggy field here, and soggy faces on the Lady Trojans team as they fall here 6-5. And the Lady Trojans fall here 6-5 to the Baldwin Bulldogs. Bring him in here, Dale, and obviously not was expected here today. Girard Trojans defending 4A division champions, and it is an emotional moment, no doubt about it, for the Lady Trojans. But just the way this ball game went, you knew you had a pretty good opponent right off the bat. And they score 2 runs. Trojans fall behind 2-0. They come back and tie it to the bottom of the first inning, and then Baldwin takes the lead 3-2. Trojans tie it 3-3. And then we go into the 6th inning. A 3-run home run makes it 6-3. Trojans score another 2. In the bottom of the 7th, they've got a runner on third with 2 outs. And one of the best hitters on the team at the plate. I mean, you didn't want to be in that situation, but if you were going to be in that situation, a senior hitter in that spot would have been a good one to have and just come up a little bit short. And, you know, when you get into this situation, there's only 4 teams left playing in the state of Kansas. You're going to have a good opponent, and this time the Lady Trojans on the other side of it.
Oh, there's no question about it, you know, and take nothing away from Baldwin. They're a good team. They hit the ball well, and we hit the ball well. They had a couple breaks. They had a couple big hits. Those 2 big home runs are hard to defend. But you know what? The Trojans have to look ahead and ready to re-rack because we have a 3rd-place game we need to go take care of.
I've said this before at state tournaments, and I remember a team for the Lady Trojans in basketball several years ago that got to, oddly enough, against Holton in a semifinal or a 3rd-place ball game. And they were not the favorites to win that game because Holton was pretty good. And that 3rd-place game is the toughest game to play in a tournament, in a state tournament, because, one, you don't think you should be there because you're the defending 4A state champs, but also you've got to turn around real quick. It's a character game. That's what I always call that. 3rd-place game is a character game. What do you got, you know, in the tank emotionally, and what do you got tank physically going to that ball game? And they'll have a little bit of time, hopefully, to get their bearings about them. But Lady Trojans fall here in this one, 6-5 to Baldwin. Baldwin will take on Galena. That's probably salt in the wounds to the other side of that bracket in that championship. I would have loved to have seen an all-CNC championship game. The fact that the team that you swept in the regular season, although they did play the Trojans the best, and a team going into this tournament, I did not think we wanted to play it right out of the gate. Galena going to represent the CNC in the championship. You'd have lost money if you'd have bet on that going into the season. But the Lady Trojans do fall here 6-5, and they will take on Holton. See what they have coming up next.
That's all we can do. We can go over there, and it's a matter of you want to go out winning, and it's a gut check. So we got to go play some ball.
Lady Trojans fall here 6-5. We'll step away. We've got to reset everything and move our equipment to another field. And so abbreviated post-game show here and get ready to go on our pregame show for that third place ball games. Lady Trojans will take on Holton in just a little bit. Tons of support as always here. We had a tent given to us to use today and coffee delivered. It was a pretty good day up until just a moment ago, but the Lady Trojans fall here 6-5. We'll have that second game of the day coming your way in just a little bit. For Kanan Elkins, who's running the computer here, and my partner doing color and camera and doing a hell of a job at it, I'm BJ Harris saying good afternoon. Lady Trojans will play for third place next on Girard Sports Live on 103.5 FM. Get that open.
This is Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Compass, First National Bank, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Lehman Realty, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Outdoor, Producers Cooperative Association, and TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance. This is Girard Sports Live.